Hello everyone, this is Scott from IGN. I am with Mark Rubin from Infinity Ward, and we are checking out Squads mode. Now, this may look very similar to multiplayer, but it is fundamentally different, and how exactly is that?
Well, right now you're playing with 4 other players and 2 bots against 6 AI soldiers. They're not someone else's squads, they're actually just randomly selected AI.
Gotcha. So, this more or less is like a multiplayer match, but with AI, and it spans between multiple different game modes. Like, this is TDM, but it can do pretty much anything the multiplayer game does, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like a giant mosh pit, because right now you found a match and you're playing TDM on Octane, but it could have been Domination or some other game mode, Blitz.
And it's all randomly generated in the same way, like when you find a match.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have built out a new AI system because obviously I am getting rolled. It's also because I'm talking, so I'm gonna attribute that to that.
Sure. There's some other excuses we could probably come up with.
Yeah, I've got a whole Rolodex of excuses I can cite. But the point is the AI is actually surprisingly aggressive. We've played a few matches so far. Obviously, this is our first captured, but these guys will drop to the ground. They'll slide around. They'll strafe. Like it's really impressive what you guys have done with the AI.
Yeah, you'll come around a corner and you'll see a guy either drop shot you like that guy just did to that other guy, or jump shot you. And it's really fun because it gives you a really cool way of challenging yourself when you're playing against these bots. It feels difficult, feels challenging, and also yet very rewarding.
So let's talk about this weapon I'm using. This is part of a new class of weapon called the marksman rifle, correct?
Yes, that's actually one of my favorite new additions to the game. The marksman rifles, they're great, high-powered, single-shot rifles that sort of bridge the gap between assault rifles and sniper rifles. They're really hard to use, but they're really satisfying when you get a kill.
Yeah.
You're actually doing pretty well with them, by the way.
Thank you. So this scope is actually kind of fun. This is a new hybrid scope. It uses what? Is it like a heat detection, or is?
So you're on thermal here. So if there were smoke, you would see through the smoke, obviously. And then you can switch it on the fly when you're ADS. If you go ADS, you can switch it really quick to back and forth between what's basically a holographic sight zoom and back to the thermal.
That's awesome. And so on this team, we have 4 human players and then 2 AI, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Awesome.
So it's filling out a team of 6. So there's IW Mike. That's one of your teammates. He's got his dog out, too.
And then, in terms of the AI that's populating the ally team, is that just randomly generated, or is that derived from my squad?
It's actually derived from the squad of the friend of yours, whoever's hosting.
Okay. So, if there were less than 4 people in this round, it would just fill out.
It would fill it with your squad members.
And, for those unfamiliar, the squads are more or less just your classes and your soldiers, like, in terms of their loadouts and their look and feel, like, if you're the host, of course.
Correct. You determine what they're carrying, what kind of weapons they have, what kind of equipment they have. If you want them to all be snipers or all SMGs or just pistols or whatever you want. You design what they are, and that really plays into the whole strategy of a lot of these modes, is determining how you're going to approach different maps with different loadouts.
Yeah, and as we discussed in another video you can check out on IGN about the kind of unified class system and the points and all that, like this is all part of one unified kind of multiplayer experience. And one of the things I was remarking upon is like because the AI is so challenging, it's actually a really good way to kind of practice a little bit, but not be subjected to the full bore online experience in terms of like getting really challenged by people who are obviously like really experienced.
The really fun thing about it is that for those people who are maybe new to multiplayer or even have never played before at all, it gives you the multiplayer experience in a different kind of environment, an environment where you can sort of learn and level at your own pace. But it also, for the veteran guys, it offers some really interesting new challenges. Not only just that the bots, the AI is really sophisticated and can be really difficult. Oh, he dropped shot. He got him anyway.
Tried.
But the strategy behind all of the modes and the strategy behind building out your squad and creating a winning combination is something really fun for the veteran guys.
Yeah, and can you control the AI level? I mean, obviously, I think this was kind of auto-populated in terms of the difficulty curve of the AI, but is there a way to fine-tune that at all, or is that limited to certain modes?
It's basically, in squads, it's going to be based on your skill level.
Okay.
So they're going to sort of match in at your skill level.
So if you have a squad that's, a couple of soldiers that you've ranked up pretty high or that you've prestiged, like, will it depend purely on your character or the full squad in terms of the AI level?
So you're the squad that you've brought in with you?
Yeah.
It'll be sort of a mix, actually, of your skill level and how far you've leveled up your guys.
Gotcha. Well, this is Wargame. We're actually going to dive into the other modes as well, so be sure to check out IGN.com.